It is bright and early. Thank you so much for joining me nice and early. Everybody's here. My step Troll Shirazamon Chimpskey. All right, we got an exciting show today. So I first saw this deck from the Mix Slash on YouTube. Please go give him a like and sub. Really cool stuff. He streams about every 2 hours for every day of the week. And wink, wink. Little online joke there. And he got the list I was asking around from MoistMoose, who I guess 5-0'd was something similar to this. I believe that's the truth. But so I took what I liked and made this. I kept the lands where they're at, but there's immediately a change I want to make to the list that you will see on the list. And it's this blast. I'm going to take it out right now and bring in one Hadar just because it's a lot harder to counter this. Nobody plays Envelop, and nobody plays Hydroblast. I mean, everybody plays Hydroblast. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, off to the deck list here, guys. We got 18 lands. Everything comes into play untapped except our 2 Carnariums. We got 4 Furnace, 4 Vaults, 4 Swamps, 4 Mountains, and 2 Carnariums. Very balanced, very just down the line. We've got 2 Blood Fountains in my build because we really care about these creatures, and once the opponent knows what we're up to, they try to kill them, and so it gives us a little bit of extra food. 1 Rotten Reunion. I really like putting this in my black stack deck, and it works really well here because we're making tokens and we can do stuff with them. More on that in a bit. 4 Shambling Ghast, 4 Galvanic Blast, and 2 Epicures. I would love this to be 4, but you know, there's only so much room in a list. We got 4 Prize Statues. This is all about making a whole lot of tokens, and once they're out, believe it or not, you can just, sometimes you don't even have to attack. You just sacrifice stuff to do stuff, and then their opponent dies. We've got 4 Reckless Fireweavers. Early and often, we want those at the 4. I'm playing all 4 Bargain and 4 Dispute. You know, Burn's a thing, and being able to gain 4 life in a pinch is very relevant. We've got the, I think it's Nadier's Nightblade at the 4th spot. 1 Unexpected Windfall, which acts as big score number 5 because it's exactly the same card minus the art and such with big score. And this nice end of turn trick. Sometimes it's just the kill card, believe it or not. And 4 Mirkwood Bats. I got to put a little pie in my face. On Facebook about, 4 months ago, when I think this was spoiled, I said that will never see play. And here I am playing 4 of it. So let that be a lesson to all of you that think you know what you're doing, right? Fun, fun, fun. 18 in the house. Oh, it's been a spell, my friend. One of my very first coffee supporters. Thank you so much. Good to see you with us. So we got 2 Apostles' Blessing in our sideboard to keep things safe. 3 Chainer's Edicts. Actually, let me roll on over here and set this to 2 so that we can have some fun here. And then I'll explain the rest while we go from here. Oops. Hopefully that'll work. Once the person shows up right away. Back to this. That didn't go as smoothly as I wanted it to. So we got 1 more Rotten Reunion, 2 Cast and a Fire, 4 Pyroblast, our recently added Arms of Hadar, and 2 Spellbombs. So that's 4 spots to get rid of Graveyard. We've got 3 Edict effects. I know you can play the Tribal Instant, the Goblin one that has the Edict effect, and then there's times with that. The big change up to the original list is they were playing Impetuous Pilferer. I forget, it's a goblin. It comes back for 4 mana for a 1/1, and I just didn't see that happen too often, and I didn't really like the card all that much when I was playing it, so I went with a lot more of a traditional this to just kind of fix our draws, and then the Blood Fountain to reset things and such, and I've really been liking it. I haven't played this a whole lot. Got friends and family in town. In fact, I'm going to try to play another fast one, and one of my oldest Magic friends and oldest friend, period, is in town. So my son's out in the dining room pretty soon, entertaining him with some legacy events and stuff. Speaking of, we went to the pre-release last night. I did pretty bad. I met some really cool people that had some epic losses, fun, epic loss games. Hold on a minute. Let me look at this hand. I think we got them all again. This, we'll throw it back. More on that in a bit. Okay, our mana's right. We'll keep this. Probably throw back... you know what? I think I'm going to throw back the Galvanic Blast here with this hand. I think I'm going to... boy, that's a tough one, isn't it? We'll keep it. I'm going to throw back the Blast. Anyway, so we went to the pre-release last night. Like the set, the Wilds of Eldraine a lot more than I thought I would. The lore, the flavor, and the look of it is just 9 out of 10. I was very impressed. I didn't know too much going in. Don't see too much of it for Pauper. There's a lot of adjacent cards. Like, you know, you can play the, I guess we'll lead off with an Epicure here. You can play the, what is that? The Changeling that exiles that artifact or creature, and then there's the new one for the same mana. It's a 2/2. So there's a lot of like sideways cards that I just don't see anything that's just kind of like, oh, you got to play this. So that's why I didn't even bother making a video this time. Oh, and we've got a little plug here. Do us a favor, and whether it's on Discord or online, if you can't make the Pauper Classic Tuesday tournaments, it was brought to my attention that the Magic Online Society is a thing. And Chimpskey will have the links here in a second. Free tournament, and it's kind of like the old league style. You play when you can. So for all of you that are like, oh, I wish I can't make Tuesdays because it's 1 a.m. where I live or whatever, there's this. They're looking for new players, and it's a really good group of people from what I've heard. So go give them a support, and I don't think you'll regret doing so. Very cool people from what I could tell. I did get to play Gingerbrute Insealed Toothmaker, the friend of the man who made Gingerbrute. One of my old buddies here, Paul Grashoff. Last time you were over here, Randy was here, and that was the last time Randy was here too. So he's in the other room playing Magic with Aaron. No surprise, Aaron did the best of us last night, and of course, we were joking around, Toothmaker, about when we went to the Pauper Pro Tour as a threesome. Remember that I ended up facing you out of all those people in the second round, and we were joking around as it started, and we're like, "Yeah, watch, it's gonna." And the second round, I had to play my buddy Randy. It was like we drove across town to play each other. It was like, what? Well, we've got Edict insurance. Oh, I think I might slow roll this with, we'll bring out a Fireweaver first, drop the Furnace here, and just got to kind of slow roll this a little bit. I think I'm going to attack here. I have no problem trading with a Visionary. Keep things a little... Yeah, Dreamer Stingo, I know. It was just a fundamental thing. Every time I saw that card, I didn't like it. And just wanted to go a little bit more efficient with Voldaren Epicure, which still makes the token and such. And we got a little reanimate action going on here, or is this that new Tortured Existence list? We shall see soon, ladies and gents. You like my levitating candle in the corner? Ooh. Okay, well, that did 1 damage. That's a bummer. It's a bit of a selfish deck. If it goes unchecked, like if the person's not playing creature removal, it gets so brutal. A lot of fun. Alrighty. Well, we've got blast insurance. And before you ask, yes, we do have fake insurance commercials. We have Weather the Storm insurance. I don't have it queued up and ready, though. If you saw at the top of the show, we had the Rakdos Carnarium, which had the excessively dark side of free admission with kids. And it's like, ooh, I've never written darker copy than that. It's nice and cloudy outside. I've got a lot of good times ahead. Buddy's in town till Monday, so it's one of the first 3-day weekends I've had in a long time. Even when I have them, I'm on this weird schedule where I'm the guy that has to do this show that airs Monday no matter what, so I've got somebody to cover it, and we're all set. Ooh. Yeah, I ended up playing, what's incredibly unlike me, as Toothmaker will attest, I ended up playing 4-color Seal last night. Did okay. Definitely done better. Shambling Ghast. Sure, let's bring this out here. We'll do the old big score at the end of the turn, thanks to our treasure token. So what I mean is, you all know me. I'm usually all hell-bent on efficiency and doing stuff quickly and such. And most of the time it fits under an aggro category, but a lot of times it could be combo. But I just was looking at the cards and I'm like, oh, and my mana, I have to admit, was awesome, except for one match. I was like blown away how often I was able to, like on turn 4, to have all 4 colors and stuff. I mean, I built it that way, but worked out really a lot better than I thought. But overall, just had a really, really good time. And it's fun because, this morning we can keep our deck sleeved up, and I got to face off against my boy because he was able to get Randy too. So Randy didn't have quite all that much time to build. I'm just calling this Rakdos Tokens. So let's pass here. Big score. I guess we got to lose Galvanic Blast. That's going to hurt. Whenever you create or sacrifice, each opponent loses 1 life. This is going to be quite the big swing. Yeah, a lot of the list I saw as of recently are only running 3 Mirkwood Bats, but I was like, man, I am always wanting to see that. So, thus our numbers. Okay. Ooh, Maybe a change of plans here. Maybe a change. I'm going to Gal Blast now. See if we can steal this back. We can always do this next turn, and then with the land that we grab, we can pitch it to big score. Or does it just come into play? I forget. I don't think any of the new... Boy, I had an opponent that I lost 2-0, but it felt... He even said, he goes, this is one of the funnest Magic games in a long time. Felt a lot closer than that, but he had just double rare Dimir fairies, double the... Like, his pack was almost suspicious, where you're like, wait a minute, everything you had was like, this color pairing, but it happens. It's pretty cool. All right, we'll chill here. Go get our stuff back. Double big score. That's better than losing the whatchamacallit. We'll do this. I think I'm going to do this now. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, because we can do some stuff here. Never know how long our Mirkwood Bats is going to survive. And if they got snuff out, too bad. Of course, they don't have a swamp, do they? Oh, yeah, they do. That looks like a forest, doesn't it? Look at all the green in this. A little distracting. That's a lot of distracting lands last night. Do I just pitch the land now? I guess so. We'll grab a swamp. I'm just going to play a little honest magic here. Let's do big score. We'll discard this so we can big score again. I mean, they don't have much of anything. Always yield. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Did we play a land this turn? We did not. So we'll play this. Big score again. I don't know where our Deadly Disputes are hiding. I'm lazy and click the very first color option here. You see the life just dwindling very rapidly. So we make another big score. Excuse me. Getting rid of this. Okay. Well, let's keep our guys available here. Bring this out. Bring this out. I could tap this, do that, and sacrifice. Might as well. That's a little reckless. Well, chill. I can do that in instant speed. Pitch our Vault of Whispers. They go down to 3 life. And then if anything is sacrificed, we just take this out. So there's so many triggers, and each one's different. So whenever you create or sacrifice a token, there it is. Boink. Off he goes. Sometimes we win without even attacking. Yeah, Candy Grapple. I played 1 or 2 of those. Toothmaker subscriber Prime. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the hype. Remember to use those emotes. They're available to everybody if I'm remembering correctly. I don't think there's any restrictions. Just scroll down under that little smiley face there. I got 7 or 8 of them, I think. And you WikiBear fans, I've got WikiBear queued up, as well as the new mechanics. I've edited the from the mothership, so cut a 20-minute video down to about 2 minutes. Hopefully that'll ease you into the wilds of Eldraine. Only for subscribers. Thank you, Chimpskey. That's right. Well, then use them, darn it. All right. We'll do this. I think the blood token's probably better than doing the other thing here. So let's let's keep this up. We'll sacrifice this for this. Trigger the bat. Discard this. Trigger the bat. Let's get something good. Where's our disputes and stuff? Show up. There we go. There would be a win. Yeah, we'll just do this. It gets a token. There we go. And just like that. Kaboom. What was that? That was, I'll just call it Black Garden, even though it's not really. Maybe it is. Doop. All right. Bunch of big fatties coming our way. Hadar seems okay here for all their little dorks. What to do? Don't think I'm going to need the reunion. I think I'm going to sneak in a Hadar here just for all those little dorks so they can't steal back some such. Is that what I was about to say? Casting a fire might even be better. A 1-2 punch, excel an artifact. I think I'm just good like this. I don't want to overboard here. Could probably lose a blood fountain. Maybe maybe bring in a Apostle's Blessing to try to protect one of our dudes here. Didn't see too much venom towards creatures, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. I'm going to go real slow roll here. Go like that. Oh, yeah, Marut. That's the in paper version. It's from the people that have played it say it's way better. It looked pretty hopeful to me. I mean, an optimal scenario, yeah, it's amazing. I remember looking at it going, that's, I don't know. I'd have to see it happen myself. We will keep this. I guess we're just gonna slow roll into a statue if our mana doesn't improve. Considered 3 Carnariums. That's a little bit finicky upkeeps on these. All right, this changes everything. We'll keep that Whispers back in case they've got a 2-drop hate for artifacts, which everybody knows is, yeah, the Wilds of Eldraine is already available. They've got that little, I think it's an Ophi that does the artifact or enchantment. Yeah, it's quite the kill card, but man, you gotta have such a board already set up. It seems like I don't know, seems like a win more card to me. Been surprised, big score, you're like, big deal. But in this list, you're like, oh my god, it's kind of like a kill card as we saw last game. That's right. So yeah, and then there's the so for me, I like that Changeling even better. The 1/3, and then it exiles. I mean, it exiles in that one too. A little more aggro, but a lot easier to kill. MoistMoose is in the house. All right. It's also a good bargain target since you gain 8 from it. There's the guy that made it. Good to have you with us, my friend. Alrighty. Picking on our lands. That one hurts. Speak of the devil. I guess they got 2. Are we ready? Well, I think I'm just going to statue here. Let's bring this out. Activate. I'm going to remember to yield to that darn thing. Bring out the prize statue. Make sure to make these triggers all happen without me having to click on stuff as we roll forward. Woo! Bing, bing, bing. Be funny to have like the old, what do you call it? Pinball machine effects, like the really old ones with the bells and whistles, like every time you attack, or all these little triggers keep going off. I'm not sure if I know that one, manacost.com. Oh boy. What are they doing? I got some ninjutsu trick. I'll risk the block here. They want to spend their turn killing our Fireweaver. We've got another one right behind it. I don't want that. Sometimes you see that, I think it's a 3/2 ninjutsu lifelink guy in these builds. So I will call the bluff. I'm not too worried about disfigure in this metagame. Okay. Off we go. Must have a ninja. Can't be a Okiba gang. You need 4 for that. Oh yeah, MoistMoose. Yeah, no, I have to admit I didn't know until I asked the McSlash if it was his idea or not, and he gave you credit, and so I wanted to give you credit too, because I definitely know how it is to get lost in the shuffle. Take some pride in making something new and fun for the metagame. Hey, I think I'm just gonna force out a Fireweaver here, and we'll return the we'll save our little 1/2 play here for next turn, so that I can just keep dropping some vaults. Drop the vault. Well, yeah, I want to get red online. They want to pick up my statue. That's a-okay with me. Let's do this. A little bit of a slow roll here. Representing a bit more damage. Yeah, rat support for sure. I didn't see too many rats last night. If they could block, that would be amazing, but they can't. Oh, yeah. What do I not want to see returned? I guess I'm going to go here to just cut the numbers down in here. We'll see what this Glade dude turns into. Very cool artwork. Very cool flavored text in the new set. I was very impressed. Yep. Okay, I play this game too much. I knew that was the card. All right. Darn it. They're gaining life. Pauper Tim in the house. Good to have you with me, my friend. Oops, I gotta keep track of what's going on here. 0, 1, 3. Really like the old Ginger Brute art more. The new one looks a little too much like a victim. The other one looked a little more of the mischievous persuasion, which I'm a big fan of. All right, what's our opponent doing here? Got my levitating candle behind me, wink, wink. I was like, I got to balance this frame a little bit more. Got the banner on one side. I was like, ooh, I'll put a candle over. Don't worry, it's not a flame candle. It just looks like one. All right, cool. I'll just keep this bus rolling. Bloop. Play this. Do this. Guess we'll hold our dispute. Got a double block. I'll do that. I don't like a life gain dude showing up that much. We'll just chill out here. If things don't go sideways, we'll just sack the prize statue to Deadly Dispute. Refill our hand. Man is feeling good. I'll do a triple block here in case they have some sort of a removal shenanigan. We've already seen cast down, so I'm willing to bet this is the deal. And if all hell breaks loose, we can always Deadly Dispute one of our own guys. Just want to make sure we can do 2. For you newcomers out there, you do this so that if they do cast down 1 or 2, you still get to trade with their critter. 23 life, I don't like that. We're going to do 3 damage, or 2 damage here at least. At the end of turn. All right. I guess I'll just do this now. Killing our statue. Triggering a bunch. Be nice if we walk right into a Galvanic Blast. Doesn't look like it's in the cards. However, our big score might have something to say about that. They've gained about 6 life, I believe, so let's keep that in mind. There's some more. With a list like this, you'd almost want to see Nyla's Disciple. I think it's 2 and 2. It's a 3/3. Devotion to Green gains you that much life. Pretty cool little card. The Nightblade shows up. Ooh, this got interesting. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain life. I think I'm going to roll like that. We'll play here. I've got red there. Rock here. Let's gain some more life back here. I'll go red, red. Oh, yeah. Yield there. And red here. As we get our dudes supercharged. Let's, we don't need another swamp. We'll get rid of that. Draw 2 cards. Make a bunch of stuff. Do 4 damage. Woo! To dispute or not to dispute? That's never the question. Should we just flood the board here? I think I like the Epicure here. Because then I can pitch that, pitch the land. Get a blood token. Start fixing up our hand a little bit. They're already at 10. See, they've gained 9 life. So against a non-life deck, you know, let's do the math there. It's pretty formidable, right? And flood can be a thing for this list, so it's another reason I like to squeeze in just the 2 blood tokens. Well, actually 4 because we're playing 2 blood fountains main, but go get back our one of our Fireweavers if it does come up. Of course, we did side 1 out. Good Saturday to Mtmentat. I know I mentioned that last week. My wife and I suffered through the original Dune, and I kept thinking of your moniker there. Never has there been a bigger discrepancy in movie versus book than that. What a mess. The new one's pretty good, though. And apologies, MoistMoose. I don't know what the official name of this list is. It seemed like everybody had their own. I just went with what made sense. It's Rakdos, and it's playing a lot of tokens. And I put it together in a very unimaginative way, saying Rakdos Tokens. All right. I've got a double trigger on the vault if I play it. Is the one red mana worth it? Meaning like what I pitch the blood token to here? All right, we're both drawing lots of cards. Yeah, that Grim Search last night was paired with one of the floating enchantments. The Grim, what's the new one? The black one that's Pauper playable. They pitched that at the end of their turn, and then they had enough mana to pull off Grim Search, and it was like, oh my god. It was like, look at the next 6 cards, you know, pick 2 of them, put them in your hand. I mean, it was, the way it worked out, it was just gross. Really blown away. Oh, well, we can't really do too much about that. He's just dead. However, we might as well get, well, no, that doesn't trigger on that, does it? I'll let Nadier just do its thing here. 10 life, how'd that happen? End of turn. Let's do this. Just try to fix our card draw here. Oops, this one. Whoop. We've only got the 1 now. This might be a better play. I don't want to be stuck with a... I'll do the mountain. We still have a Deadly Dispute to do the thing here. Let's see what card we draw. Courtney DeWall, just first in U.S. Western States, 100-mile. Oh, yeah, those endurance races are nuts. I know Cameron Haynes and a few other like heavyweights of that style. Oh, my God, those people are freaks. Just can't imagine how... I would have thought people had to die if you went that hardcore in those races. And a lot of people... Oh, yeah, we've got Metalcraft if we do this. Bring that out. I think I'm just going to... Wait a minute here. I feel like I have the win here. If I just focus. Let's do... To face. Boink. Unless he's got Weather the Storm, then we're really hurting. What is this new devilry? Ouch. Well, we got rid of that, didn't we? All right. That's a whole lot of life. Get on 8. Yowza. Let's dispute our little vault here. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, we got one floating. How'd that happen? We'll kill that. Make some stuff. Well, that's not all that good, is it? We're at 15, so I'm not feeling too bad here. What? Oh, yeah. Hold on right here. Let's do it again. This feels incredibly underwhelming, but... All right. We still have another bargain. Our dispute. Let's get our stuff going here. Yeah, David Goggins. I know Cameron Haynes is another one. They're just, my God, just obscene athletes. You'd have told me somebody can run like 250 miles at once. I know, I think it's Cameron Haynes. He literally runs a marathon a day, and he works a 9-to-5 job. So the second you think you don't have time for a 30-minute workout, as I've been often guilty of myself, think again. All right, let's favor our mountains a little bit here. Go like this. We have the, did I play land? I have. Alrighty. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, don't want to get too reckless here. Close game. Yeah, I was thinking of that mana.com, but I still favor a Masked Vandal. Just a little bit bigger upside. Like I said, it's an adjacent move. Easily see it going the other way. Really wish our little zombie dude would show up. I can at least have... Dang, God, this guy has gained like 21 life, I think. Whoo! A lot of life swinging going on. Nadier is keeping us alive. We're as low as 7, if I remember right. Ouch. We'll have to try that here. What are they holding if it's not creatures? And they haven't used removal. Alright. Feels like this is slipping away. I want to cut our resources too thin here. That is very far removed from my DNA. A lot like my Magic decks. I was always more of the sprint style, explosive, gymnastics, that sort of thing, even in karate, a lot of point fighting style stuff, and I was never good at the endurance thing. My middle brother, he's the endurance guy. He can like swim to Catalina Island and back and only be slightly winded. All right, I do like seeing this. I'm going to favor this just for the points. Bring out the Ghast. This way I can block the ninja. I'll take 3 regardless. I can kill that on turn. All right. Feels like we're going to go to a game 3. I hope I have the time to do it. Jeez. Yeah, one benefit of listening to the Joe Rogan podcast every once in a while is he'll have one of those extreme athletes on and you hear about him. Who's the lady? There was a lady that did it like her first try and she just ate a bunch of candy. Just one of these, didn't even know she had it in her, like just these super athletes. That didn't surprise me. I know women's pain threshold overall is better than men's. All right, so first things first. I do that to that. I can kill that with a one-shot. Yeah, let's do that. All right, well, we're going to go here. I favor Nadier a little bit more. Try to keep our life total a little bit better here. Let's do that after this has been technically blocked. I'll dispute this. Putting the -1 counter on our ninja friend here. Hopefully killing it and keeping our reckless dude alive. Can we draw a Gal Blast, please? Do we have enough? Yeah, no, we don't, because we'd have to trip that to make that happen. I'll have to wait. Well, all we need is 2 for that to really work, though. Right? I think it's probably better to hold off on it, though. That's going to die. That's going to go. We're going to take 4. They're at 7. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to keep that Gal Blast in hand. I could kill the Vandal. Don't really think that's worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4 we've got now, though. I should have done that to the Jewel Thief there. Well, I just took 3 damage I didn't need to. We still have 3 here. We'll do this. We'll kill their dude here. Probably should wait till end of turn there, but whatever. Again, drawback of trying to entertain and narrate. Miss some silly plays like that. Okay, he's gone. 2 more cards in the hand. I wish it didn't say under your control. This would just be brutal if it kept going. Oh my god. This is like 32 life now or something like that. Shows this deck can really power through that. Don't know if... It's almost scoop time just for our clock. Opponent's got a lot of resources. We're about even on cards. Not on the board though. Yeah, I really want Hadar to show up here. Sovereign. Going to shut the door pretty good here. Yeah. Thank God we got Nadier here. Nadier, my dear. Okay. Let's big score before we do anything. Big score. We'll get rid of a swamp. Make a bunch of stuff. Okay. We have that and that. I guess we Gal Blast the Sovereign here. I've only got 2 life, guys. This will help change things up. Make sure to make a red. Red. Score it up. Discard a card. Bloop. Just do that. Yeah. I can't do too much else, can we? We can gain 3 life. Attack, boom, boom. Can't really, can we? 1, 2. I guess we just sit back on Gal Blast here. Pickleball demonstration live in the show. Cross promotion with Pauper, right? Pauper ball. Yeah, with my got 2 friends visiting this month, and like I said, I've been missing a lot of practices and such, so I'm up like 2 pounds. I was like, oh no. So used to moving all day Sunday, and I've just been sitting on my butt. Started yoga again. I used to do that a lot. I found this new channel called Yoga with Adrian. She's of the female persuasion, though. All right. Well, we'll get to it first. Gain a few life here. I think 5. I should probably scoop here, guys. I mean, if this was a tournament, I would. I've only got 5 minutes left, and we're playing a deck that has a lot of life gain here. So let's see if we can stay alive. Draw 2 cards. Should I? Let's go to game 3. I don't have the cards to do this here. Got 5 minutes. Yeah, I was right to bring in Hadar. That felt pretty good. I think I boarded right. Let's see too much else going on. Yeah, I like what we did here. Ice D200. Glad to see one of the slash decks on your stream. Love MoistMoose deck. Me too. And I have to admit, when I first saw Nick Slash playing it, I was like, what is this pile? And then it kept just getting there. I was like, oh, there's something here. Love when there's just so many ways to attack a color combination, right? Yeah, we want to do this. We're not playing 0. All right, well, we've got that, but not much else. We'll mulligan this. Double check it. Yeah, can't double check it too long. Oh, boy, come on, list. Mulligan again. Yeah, we got to keep this. We'll get rid of big score. If we drop in anything, I want to do this. Here we go. Don't think we're winning this one, everyone. Good news is we've got our little wannabe Bird of Paradise impersonation here in Shambling Ghast. Once he dies, we'll at least be able to power out something. Hijinks, yes. Yeah, there are a lot of steal that sort of thing cards. Speaking of which, there's that new one there's some artifact apple that my buddy had in his list that was pretty cool. You can steal a creature, and then you can make them lose 3 life, and then you can gain 3 life. I was like, that's quite a bit of card for 4. Yeah, my deck last night had so much removal. I had removal in black, red, green, and white. I think when I did it all together, including a creature that could do it, I think I had like 13 out of 40 cards. It was like, holy cow, almost too much. All right, I am not going to complain about this. We'll drop our dude down here and hope for the best. The attack I will block. I doubt they will do it now that Reckless is out there, but if I didn't do anything there, I would have blocked the healer so that it can't keep coming back. Yeah, MoistMoose. Well, I'm hoping to bring maybe 1 or 2 cards to the table. I think the danger of lists like this is they can get a little too cute. Sometimes the best thing you can do with a deck that you love is stay away from it for about a week or two and come back to it with fresh eyes, or when you want to be playing something else, because you can kind of see it a lot clearer. At least that happens with me. All right, give me a land. All right, cool, cool. Well, let's drop this here. Things are looking up. All right. We'll go here. And, I'm acting like I have all this time in the world. I better be careful. Our mana sure showed up. Remember, we had to keep a one lander, and now we're at 3 and feeling okay. One more away from feeling a lot better. Winfro, good to have you. Catch the last show live. How's this deck been performing? Oh, we're 50-50. We're in game 1. Won the first game, lost the second. Here's 3, and we're up against the clock, so not the deck's fault. I have done 1 or 2 mini punts. Usually I play a deck all week long. I've only been able to give this one about 3 days of focus. All right, well, let's we'll block here, here, and here. I'm going to take the 3. Yeah, we'll do that. Cut these numbers down. Yeah, the Nightblade does feel really good here. Right, guys, return it to the battlefield. I don't like that. Dang it. Not much I can do, though. Yeah, I think we're going to lose on time here, everybody. 3-2. Yoza. When it dies. Well, let's not let it die. Let's, we're going to lose our dude anyway. Let's gain 2 life instead. Yeah, I'll get rid of this. Big score showing up. It won't die. We will kill this other one though. The very flexible Shambling Ghast, one of my favorite black 1-drops. Incredibly underrated. All right, Nightblade showing up. We're slow rolling it, but if it stays alive, we might be able to claw our way back, but trying to get rid of all these life gainers that the person has. Oh, I love me some Flare Husk. Don't have to sell me on that card. It's funny how close Brute Squad is to being a thing again, right? The new Azorius Affinity is like, it's like just a few cards away. It's like, well, it's starting to look really familiar. Maybe I was onto something. It's nice seeing people playing Ginger Brute on the regular. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this one, guys, for a variety of reasons. Let's do a big score. Woo! Might as well now. Bonk. Discard a card. I guess we'll get rid of the other big score. We might have to stay alive. All right. Get down some creatures. Play this one up. Gain some life. Whoops. There it is. Cancel. And sure. We'll bring this one out. All right. We're pretty naked here. We got 1.5 minutes. Venging Hunter's staring us down. I'm about to scoop. We'll just see what we draw next. Yeah, I don't even know how to whisper there. Ice D200. It's a little bit of time. Just a very honest smash and go deck. Enough life gain to keep a minute. Good times. We take 10. Technically, we could kill the, we could triple block and put the negative thing on there, but that's just losing magic. I mean, we are losing magic. Crunch. Just going to see what we draw here, but we're definitely losing this game. All right. Concede. I don't want that life total to go any higher. We'll keep it in the respectable 20s. Woo! All right. we'll just jump right in to the next one here. See if we can see what we can see. Jeff Tones. Have any more coffee? All right. Well, that's a very colorful hand, but not very useful. Sometimes Carnariums can kick you right in the crotch. Mulligan. I'll keep this because of the statue and the potential Nightblade, even if we don't hit red, which we should. Got these gorgeous Vault of Whispers to stare at, right? Turn 2 play here. Alrighty, we'll keep this. I think I put back Epicure. I'll say done. At least I got a turn 2 play. Hopefully it nets. I mean, we've got the red that we can use for the Fireweaver here. If it will live is another question. Hey, sometimes you just don't need it. This is pretty heavy-handed on the artifact land, so you can get maroon that way. Games 2 and 3, especially against White Weenie, the old Dust to Dust. So funny, I was playing the last round of the Wilds of Eldraine sealed last night, and the guy across from me was sporting the same haircut, so we started talking. And we both started at the dark. I had one of my Pauper lists out, and he noticed Dust to Dust, and I was like, yeah, I go a lot of sets from or cards from that, pretty popular in Pauper. And I was like, I started in the dark. What about you? He's like, same. And we gave a little fist bump. He had a way better rare that he pulled, though. I think it was like Blood Moon, and I sported Frankenstein's Monster as my first rare. It's like, wah. Just one of the worst cards ever designed. Let's bring out the Fireweaver here first. Avoid some damage. I'm sure it's not going to live very long, given our opponents on the double removal colors. Yeah, a 0-1 for all of that. Yikes. Oh, nice. Legends. Down he goes. No benefits except a healing salve for us. Revise. Oh, I got a bunch of old timers. I didn't know a lot of you were up there with me. Rakdos Burn. Well, if our creatures can stay alive, we might actually be able to pull this one off. They can gain a lot of life too, though. Yeah, I think the cheapest packs I ever saw was Fallen Empires. I remember they were like under $1 a booster. I think the one place I was at, it was like, what was it, like 3 for $2 or something like that. It was crazy. Like nobody was buying it. Looking back, I should have bought a box and sat on it for 20 years or something, because I'm not sure what a box of it goes for now. I'm sure one of you sleuths can figure it out. But all right, do I just tempt that or? I'm going to keep favoring the critters here. See if we can turn off at least 1 damage or buy more turns if they do turn their venom towards the Nightblade. Yeah, Ice Age was a great time. Told that story many a times. Ice Age, you know, it was before like even Inquest and stuff was out. It was right around the time it was created, if I remember right. So you didn't quite know what was what. And so you'd see like every other time we'd open an Ice Age pack, it was like, are you kidding me? There's all these new cards again after we've opened like a box or two. We just had like no repeats. And then so when Homelands came out after that, that's why I jumped all in. I'm like, this one's going to be it. And boy, was I wrong. Okay, well, they're a little reprieve here. Hopefully we can get some tokens online. Very tempted to drop that other Nightblade. Be nice to get double life token time going here. Double life token time. I guess we can do a little bit of both ways. Let's do this to the prize statue, and we'll drop the other Nadier. 480. Yeah, that would have paid some dividends. I'm sure you could have probably got the box for like $30 the way it was selling in like 94. All right, let's do this, and this. All right, let's yield to here. Bring out the other Nightblade. And hopefully our dispute will really help us keep in this game. They've only got one card, but double blood here. Don't want to see end of turn, throw out a land, and then all of a sudden we're taking like 4 in the air next turn. That's not going to help. You ever want to scare off a new Magic player? Let them see an ongoing game of just Fallen Empires draft. Everybody has like 30 pennies on every other card and taking like 8 minutes per attack phase. Yeah, Mindstep Throw. And, you know, they were right to think that. Anybody remember Wyvern? That was like Magic's competitor. And so was Jihad. It was a vampire game. They were both out at the same time trying to race for first against the big man on the block. Okay, one goes down. Oh, we save 6 damage to our head, keeping our creatures getting hit here. So thrilled. Yeah, El Segundo Little League, if you remember from last show, they actually won the whole thing the day after the show aired, and it was so dramatic. We were up 5-1, felt like we had it in the bag. Curacao hits a grand slam bottom of the 5th. There's only 6 innings in Little League, and ties it up, and you could just see the tempo and the writing on the wall. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? We got this far, and then our heavy hitter Lewis Lappy just comes up and first swing, crack, out of it, game over. Absolutely euphoric the way the place just sounded, and oh my god, it was one to be remembered, that's for sure. I didn't know Wizards of the Coast made that interesting. To kill or not to kill. Let me get rid of the statue here. Get some tokens, or a token. 2 tokens. I was right the first time. Alrighty, I'm liking that. Bring this out here. Play this. Play this. Yo. And I guess we'll attack. Given what we're up against, if our Nightblade meets another lightning bolt, I might just pitch that treasure token for nothing, just to gain the life. Yeah, Masquerade came a bit later. Yeah, anybody know what a box of Wyverns going for? Probably like $5. I was so sad seeing that company just dwindle. They were right there, and I remember some tables playing it, and it was like, oh, who's it gonna be? And it was like, it was pretty obvious. Even on Wyvern's best day, it was pretty obvious. We have to be the only stream mentioning Wyvern. What would you bet? If somebody gave you like $10 million versus you have to cut off like your own left pinky or something like that, would you take it? There's a lot of streamers out there. I always have these weird scenarios that I bring up with my wife. She's like, she has another friend that does that all the time. Just like last game, they're sticking with it. A little bit too much life gain. Trying to hold on here. Problem is they keep hitting us in the head with that imp. Maybe imp should go on this list. We need a big score here. Or a bat. Bat would be really nice. I have a blocker here. Give me a bat. Nothing wrong with that. I think I'll keep back our Shambling Ghast. We'll attack for these 2. Getting dangerously close to death here. We'll play our Carnarium, returning a Furnace. Should be playing Flame Jab. Phantom damage there. Sulfurous Mire. Ooh, that's some pretty artwork. What an enchanting evening that would be out amongst the snowy rocks, seeing all the geysers shoot up. Yikes. This is getting dangerous. Think we're dead here, guys. I can sack that token for another. That's what I'm going to have to do here. Down comes the imp for lethal. But I'll trip that token to stay alive just. Thank you, Nadier. Boop. And thank you, no mana burn. Another deck we'll bring in against our Hadar against. You know, the more I think about it, I should probably be running 2 of those. These last 2 games. Typical of a stream, right? Talk a little bit too much and then does good all week, and now looks like I'm going to be staring down an 0-2 start. But I still really like the deck. I encourage you all to sleeve up some version of it and keep sharing, like MoistMoose said. You know, see where this ends up. That helps a bit, not all that much. Remember, token, you're going to leave the battlefield. If that dies, I could stay alive. Yeah, we're dead. Can't do nothing here. All right, game 2. Might as well not show them what we got. Rakdos burn. A deck you don't see too much anymore. Deftones wins. All right, just like last time. In comes Hadar. I think I'll get rid of their reunion. Might want to consider playing one of these main. Casting a fire seems like it might be pretty good here. Let's bring in both of those. Worst case, I can kill a imp out of the air, right? A lot of our stuff's going to be dying. I'll lose an Epicure. Let's go. Yeah, MoistMoose, welcome to our world. The second you hit go live, it's like worst case scenario, 1, 2, 3. Most. Yeah, let's do this. Open up the yards. We've got mana. We've got statues. We're feeling pretty good. Those bats sure aren't going to stay alive long, but that's why we're playing 2 blood fountains. If we can live that long, maybe make them focus everything on that, right? I'm kind of glad we don't have artifact lands early here since we're kind of stuck at 2. So if they've got any sort of shenanigans to literally. You don't see that card very often now. Sitting on a gorilla shaman waiting to start eating lunch. Gonna cost them a bit more. I'll favor statue here. Statue showing up. We'll slow roll this. I can get a little reckless with my treasure tokens in the sake of tempo sometimes. I'm still earning this one. The Troll of Khazad-dûm. Always felt sorry for that troll in the original Lord of the Rings. It just looked like a, I don't know, like a teenager or just like a child. It was just taught one thing and it was very good at it, but there were some scenes there was so much humanity in that troll's face when it got injured, and it kind of, you could almost sense it was like calling out for its mom or something, even as massive and awesome as it was. I really liked that angle. Really felt like 2 different directors. Like the very first Fellowship, that was such a strong movie, even though it didn't really have an ending. And then the other 2 were like, all right. Got a little campy. Boom, boom. Big score. All right. Well, our colors match. I'm just going to bring on another statue here. Hopefully, we hit a land next turn. I was considering a bargain there. Didn't want to have to pitch any cards, though. So keep misreading statue. I always think it draws you a card. It's like, nope. It's just a token generator. All right. Maybe Shambling Ghast time. Really want to keep those tokens alone. I might have to be forced to use them, though. We know our Bats isn't going to live very long. The Oleophant, there's going to be a recursion spell here, though, so maybe I do bring out the Bats because they're going to kill it, and then we'll at least have an exhume target. But we won't live very long if they can exhume either of those two bad boys. Don't really have too much along the way of... doesn't this just have a toughness of 3, if I remember right? 4. Okay, well, Galvanic Blast is a thing. I mean, we could kill both of these. I don't think it really does all that much. I'm almost tempted to blow up something here. I gotta draw some cards here. I'm gonna bargain. Kill a statue. Yield to this. Give me some cards, darn it. Lands is what I mean. And not a Carnarium. Let's focus on furnaces. Okay, I'll take it. Got the big score. We got that. Ah, man, you power out the bat this turn. Oh, man, that kind of hurts. I really sense a exhume coming, even though I know that's not a common thing, but neither are these two cards. So, what's the deal here? Just with the mountain cycling, maybe I shouldn't assume it's that. If we hit a land drop next turn, I'm going to roll with it. They're going to have to use it on their turn anyway. Make sure this is a black. I hate wasting all this stuff, but let's get out a good blocker that gains life. I'm sure it's going to be met with a bolt. Yeah, might have been really don't want to use those casting of fires on Epicures here. It's not like we're fighting for Monarch or anything like that. Yeah, no, I'm assuming Fiery Temper. Okay, that way we at least have a target if they are playing that. We can bring back the Bats. Okay. Do they find the exhume? Now we at least have a target for it. If we top deck a land, then we're saved 6 damage maybe. Goofy math. We did not see exhume game 1. Could be a bit of a switcheroo. They assume we bring in something like Hadar, and then they come at us with big stuff. I've seen worse strategies. This doesn't feel all that good. Let me do this. I'll just get rid of these dudes just so they don't keep nibbling at us. I was tempted to do that blood token, but we all know how that ends. They just pitch it. I end up hitting a Alms of the Vein and losing a card out of the deal. So just go like this. This way, if Shambling Ghast dies, we can at least play another Bats. Yeah, that's a lot of cycling to not be being on the Unearth or the Dread Return package. Okay. Things just got interesting. We could trip that, and then we don't get anything if they exhume. I'm glad we're still alive. We're really clunky second game hand here. Really want to get in contact with Methodical again and figure out what the hell's going on with this mana base. God dang, we're just so... Seems like so far away from this being a thing. Don't even have Metalcraft yet. Well, we could cast in a fire the Spellbomb. I don't know how much that's going to do. They've already got black mana there. I guess we just attack here. Tempted to just Gal Blast our own dude so we could do something with 4 mana. I like Igneous Pouncer myself. Save 4 cards, get them both back, and you have haste. Awfully fragile, but nice surprise card. Is that 4 a black and a red, I think? Has mountain cycling and swamp cycling. And no lower jaw, if I remember the artwork correctly. Yeah, Rotten Reunion, I should have, having known more about what's in our opponent's list, probably would have cited that in. I'm loving Rotten Reunion in a lot of lists. I put 1 main in my black sack list. Just yet another target, and so fun. Very close to considering a Galblast and a turn on my Shambling Ghast there, but we'll just go from here. Whew, this is a slow roll if there ever was one. Come on out, Lightning Bolt. We all know you got it. Shambling Ghast, it's just all upside. I love that card. Kill it, please. Okay. Save 3 more life. Wish we could trigger something. Our mana is just fighting us hard here. Bonk. Down goes Nadier. You're out of here. Oh, I so wish this cost 3 or less. We could, use the Unearth engine here and be a lot more efficient. That would really scream in this list. Okay, looks like they found Exhume. The cadence of what's happening to us right now, just the deck's fighting us right now, and it just really feels like we're just waiting to lose here. That's a horrible mindset to be in. I should try to be much more positive. But I'm a realist. Mm-hmm. 10 life difference. Yeah. Blood tokens doing some work. Gonna go find some goods. Didn't expect to see that show up. Hopefully they exhaust their hand so we can cast and fire it. I guess we could Galvanic Blast in response to something. No, we're gonna want to Gal Blast that. Here we go. Come on, use up all your mana so I can nix all your guys. Of course, this is right when we're going to have to use all of our removal is going to be when we find that land drop, right? Where it's like, I can get out of this. No. That's what they're holding on to. Sure is fun watching the Rakdos burn deck go off. Very well designed. Gonna roll to the Throne or Wilds of Eldraine little promo video while I get another cup of coffee. Use the facilities, and then I'll be back to play the 3rd round. Win or lose. Let's go. We're already at 8. I knew it. There it is. Do they have removal or not? Why wouldn't they have used it? They had removal. Tempting. Do we play the bats here? Let's play for the win. Maybe they just have... At least I got 2 bruisers in the way. At least block one or two things here. The payoff's a little bit better here. Potentially we could big score and then blast and start gaining some life. Yeah, that decayed mechanic is very cool for Conspire and all these other... Fodder Tosser. I was just thinking about that card the other day. Seems a little underplayed. If you can find the room for it. What do you do with those extra lands? Load it up. Well, it's just fascinating how many color combos are available in every color. Oh no. Don't go for the bat. Don't do it. Don't do it. Of course they're going to do it. This is where our hero meets a tragic end. About once a year we'll have those 05 shows. I will post them because that does happen to people. Sometimes you just have a really bad run, but this is feeling pretty grim right now. Of course, as MoistMoose said, we do have, according to him, 2 bad matchups. So Makes a tragic slip. Go to 5. Yeah, it was a interesting play. I might have done that post-combat, given that I've got the Shambling Ghast out, but well, they got like a... There's no lava darts in the yard. Okay. This is ending soon. I could kill that. Actually, I think the better play might be making a token here. I think we need the token more than we do anything else. I mean, I could kill the little Epicure, but I'll make a token. I think we're dead no matter what. Got to draw like a Hadar right now. Hadar! Think it. It'll happen. Woo! Nope. Dun 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 dun. Whole lot of nothing going on. All right. We'll concede here. Hopefully, a new thing of coffee and a new Wild Devel Drain video will fix our little mojo or whatever we want to call it. Be right back.
This is no ordinary cookie. Every character has a role to play, and in Wild Devel Drain, you'll find roles to play. This new mechanic attaches an enchantment to a creature, a role, affecting their attributes and adding a fun wrinkle to the story. A once noble knight is transformed into a monster knight, giving him +1/+1 and trample. An evil witch charms a member of the court and schemes her way into becoming a royal witch, granting her +1/+1 and ward 1. I guess that makes her your royal wickedness. Ooh, I like the way that sounds. And sometimes it's a role you want removed. Can anyone lift this curse off of Skybeast Tracker? I need to do something about this goose mother. Don't let it go to your head, Goose. Bargain is another new mechanic introduced in this set. Just like Jack traded the family cow for some magic beans, you'll be able to hawk, barter, and swap your way to victory. Bargain lets you sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token when you cast the spell. Once you've given something up, you receive something in return. Sacrifice a token when you cast Torch the Tower, increasing your damage to 3, and you get to scry 1. Sounds like a deal. Nothing is more crucial to Eldraine than a sense of adventure, and so the adventure mechanic makes a return. This ability allows you to cast either the creature card, in this case Besotted Knight, or choose to send your creatures on an adventure. If you choose to activate Betroth the Beast, you get to create a royal roll token, giving your target +1/+1 and ward 1. Your adventure is then sent into exile but can later return as its creature card to complete the quest. Perfect, another successful adventure. And in this set, look for 2-color adventures. Oh yeah, of course that dragon makes treasure. Sagas are also back. What better mechanic to use in Eldraine than one that allows you to tell a story? This saga features the 3 blind mice. Oh great, now that song is stuck in my head.
And we're back. Chimpskey, that is a fantastic addition. D-R-O-W-N. Down in sorrow. Oops, there it was. Just a little slow to come up. Yeah, I want to make room for 2 of those in the sideboard. Oh, I should add this set to Pauper. Come on. Down in sorrow. Hold on a minute here. Let's roll back here. Come on, show me Pauper. Boop. Not sure why I didn't have that set. But as MoistMoose was saying, that's kind of why we're doing this thing, so that we can kind of see what the potential for this list is here. Well, I've got 2 different kinds of them here. All right, let's do that and that. That way I'll have 2 options there. I think we could probably get rid of a Rotten Reunion. I think I like that. Let's go forward there. If you're near this card, all creatures get -2/2, 1 less, and we get to scry. So, and like you said, 4 spot. Look at that. That was very good logic there. Chimpskey. Depends on the deck, given the old, hey, what was that all about? Why is this here? Oh, that's why. Oh, because we didn't get rid of Hadar. Yeah, there we go. I was like, why? My cards are legal? What's going on here? We'll join Zach here and see if we can surprise him. Hopefully they're not. Let's just run into a deck that doesn't have a lot of removal. Said no one ever. No one played ever. All right, let's turn the ship around. Got a lot of L's over here. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll have to double check that. I might have... Actually, I'll check that live now. I want to just double check on... Well, no, I have to go to the mixer to do that, and that's a whole thing. So, keep. I'll say no sound. No sound. Thank you for the update. Yeah, sometimes my... So this little setting... Oh, man. Another red deck. Hopefully this isn't Rakdos Burn again. Did I miss the memo? Did this recently do a bunch of 5-0s and everybody's back on it again? If so, this is not a good deck to be playing against. We'll bring out a Ghast. Try to save our artifact lands for maybe our Fireweaver shows up. Pretty good land base here. Not going to miss a drop at least till 5. Oh my god. Did we run into Rakdos Burn 2 in a row, or is this just Burn? Gladly trade. Let's go. Alright, Nightblade showing up. I guess we'll play this out here. And just sit back. Okay, Swift Spear is going to show up. Yep. So what did I miss? Was there like a lot of 5-0s with Blackburn again? Is it back? Is it a thing? Bring out the Nightblade. It will die. I'm gonna rock like this. I'm gonna make a token. Gonna draw some cards. I'm probably gonna play that bat. And Nadier's Nightblade's probably a better call there. I just want to see a 2-drop mana something rather. Alright, that helps a little bit. Whenever a token leaves the battlefield. Okay, well that doesn't hurt too much there. I'll go boom, boom, boom. Bring out the Nightblade. I'll gain the life now because this guy's not going to be alive very long. We'll bring out Blood Fountain and at least give the illusion that we're going to be able to get stuff back. Yield to that. Well, it's funny as we're running into double Rakdos Burn. It's like I said, it's like, did I miss something? Was there a new article out and somebody claimed that it was like the deck or something? It's like you have some like creature, life gain, go wide list, and you run into like a deck like 8 rat or something, and you're just like, are you kidding me? 2 times back to back? My coffee break wasn't long enough. That's so true of about every deck out there, Mind Stab Throw. Old man magic joke. Scrapwork Mutt, doing some work. I really like that card in this list. Pretty sure this wasn't the username of the last person we played, but boy, does it feel familiar. I don't think we saw the Mutt, though. Definitely gets the nod over a cannon tosser, or fodder tosser, that's what I mean. Okay. Opponent's Hellbent. I like that. We can play the Bats. Hopefully they live for a turn. If they don't, you can always trip Blood Fountain, wait 2 turns, and hopefully we're still alive. Woo! Well, change of plans maybe? Now let's play the Bats. Play the Bats. 2, 3, 2, 4, 1. Depending on that. We can at least gain 2 life. If we have to trip a treasure token for the blood and throw out a swamp, try to improve our hand a little bit, that 2 life might go a long way. Hopefully they trip that blood token for a land and find yet another land. Okay, that hurts. But they don't have anything to throw out to the fodder. Oh, this is starting to feel pretty good. Let's see. Dat for that. And then we're 1 away from that going down. Let's bring out Nightblade. Bring this out. We're going to have a lot of fun next turn. It might be this turn too. Stay alive quite a bit. Can always trip that blood fountain once we get our life back online. I feel safe about maybe if we're about 13 or higher against a hellbent opponent. Blood tokens are so scary though. They draw a land here. You know the drill. It's like, what's up with this USB charger mountain? It looks like one of those little flash drives. It's just plugged into the mountain. There it is. Okay. Take that down straight away. Uh-oh. Stuff just got real. Right. What's that extra land? Do we do it before or after? This is fairly obvious. I'll do here and here. Be taking 3, and in case they have Gal Blast, I'm going to do this now. Actually, let's trip this instead for red. Gaining 2 life. Opponent losing 2. I'll trip this. Sacrificing this, doing it again. Going up to 10. Opponent goes to 18. Okay. I'll do this. With the board the way it is here, do we kill or do we do this? I think we're going to make a token. Goes so different than a black sack. Thunderbolt port. I think there's a, what's the card? Thunderclap. I forget, there's one that you sacrifice a mountain and does 3 damage to a creature. Not to a player though. Okay. It's a big score time. It is. Not to waste. Let's go. Well, hold on. Let's return a land. And we'll do a swamp. Big score. Whoop. Discard it. All right. The Fireweaver's back, baby. And all new adventures? Perhaps. Let's get out another Nightblade, eh? Gain some life. Another Nightblade. Sure, we'll go white. Yep. Nightblade. And might as well get out another blocker. Come on out, Shambling Ghast. Oops. Hold on. Your friends have something to say first. Squeak, squeak. Fangren, yeah, no kidding. That would be brutal. We'll come over with a Nightblade. I'll keep the bats back. It's probably going to meet a demise, but we've got Blood Fountain for that. With the other Nightblade, I can make things pretty interesting pretty quickly. Feels like we're coming back in the driver's seat. Note to self, don't drink left-handed if my hands are on those keys. I was mistaken. My buddy's still not here, so I don't feel bad being a bad host. If it lives, it does. Drive people batty. I see what you did there. Guess you'd have to be blind not to, right? Okay. They're going through lots. We've got the answer, folks. Big score for the win. That's pretty cool too. Yeah. Let's bring up Fireweaver. We will... Well, let's attack first with a few things. Oh man. Can I unfloat that? Good. All right. Thank you, MTGO. Sometimes you're nice. We'll do this. There are reasons for the madness. Are you a USB host? There's that. Okay. Well, I'd rather draw the cards here. Let's do the thing with this. I'll at least get another token out of the deal. Treasure token. Do some damage. Another treasure token. Do some more damage. Will we pull even? Woo! Thought I had that set. Crunch. Play out the statue. Oh, all right, cool. Well, we pulled even there. That was game... No, that was game one. Just, like, got Rakdos burn trauma here. All right. Well, these are going to be good. Thanks to Chimpskey for the super tech. I don't believe I'm going to do too much else, though. We're going to get rid of a Rotten Reunion and probably a Blood Fountain. Even though our stuff's going down, that's a very late game card. Might consider going to one main. A little bit of defense, a little bit of everything else. I'm not going to do the Apostle's Blessing plan here. I'll just bring them back from the yard. Woo! All right, my friend has arrived. And we're halfway through the show. Tempted. Shambling Ghast represents both colors, but we're going to mulligan this, everybody. Try to play a bit of Honest Magic. Oh, come on, list. I'm trying to play Discipline, and that's how you reward me? Mulligan. Cool. Keep. Hope they have a creature-heavy start. Let's throw back this. And I guess we don't need artifacts yet. I'll throw back this in case they have hate. I don't want to be stuck at 2 lands, and then it turns into 1. We do have the Epicure. All right, they have an Epicure. It's the Battle of the Baldies. Yeah, that is a good quote. All right, things got a little bit better. I'll bring this out just so we can trade. My mountain wins the contest. True, I can't charge computers with my mountain, but it is better to look at. All right, sucker. I'm happy to do this. Let's go. Longer I stay alive, higher my chances of victory are. Got a little EOT imp headed our way, it feels like, doesn't it? We've got our Fireweaver plan. Be surprised if it's alive next turn. But it blocks Scrapwork Mud all day. Thank you again, Chimpskey. That Drown in Sorrow, mad at myself for missing that. Originally had Sulfurous Blast, but like I said, everything under the sun counters that or is ready for that from Dispel on down. Sometimes I love sorcery speed. It's like, what? What you gonna do? You got this. Come on, let's just hit a artifact land. All right. Our life is dwindling. Theirs is rising. Probably gonna bargain that blood token if nothing improves here. Well, that improves a little bit, don't it? I think I'll still do that, though. Bring this up. Bring this back. Return the mountain here. Bargain for a whole lot of nothing. Give me some cards. Don't gain any life, unfortunately. We do gain a bat. That feels pretty good. Yeah, when I play elves, I play Hydroblast. There's plenty of ways to hit colorful mana there. I know that extra 3 gets Lizalana, the Huntmaster, but I don't know if it's... who knows? Maybe you play both. Yeah, but 3 nixes your whole team, too. Arms gets around that, and Drown mostly gets around that. You guys barely survive. That could be a problem, though. 2 cards in their hand. We got double bats. That feels pretty nice. Let's bring out the bats and hope they survive. That Unexpected Windfall needs to change its name in this list. It's like Very Expected Windfall. Whoop, sorry for that mic bump. Hopefully that didn't scare anybody. Inevitable Windfall. All right. Drown in Sorrow is going to make a case here. Hopefully they don't have a Lava Dart effect. Come on, go all in. Let's see another imp. Better be careful what I wish for. At least I can block. Oh, no madness headed our way, eh? Cool. Well, I guess they don't have removal. Interesting. I think we just play another bat. Let's play the other bat. They didn't have removal then. I don't have it now. We've got double blockers, and we're going to play out a Blood Fountain. Maybe to discourage them from doing more stuff like that. Hiya! Do a little wannabe Fireblast impression, if you're being very generous. We'll chill. Hopefully they invest on the board a little bit more, and our Drown in Sorrow can go do some stuff. Otherwise, we'll just Windfall and try to catch them with a little bit more than... It's more of a 1-for-1 here with Scrapwork Mutt being in the equation. Drown in Sorrow is not going to feel that overwhelming yet. If another imp shows up, that will change. Okay, there you got Blood Fodder. Oh, let us beat Rakdos Burn and never see it again for the rest of the day. Just for the show's variety's sake. I think we've seen enough swamps and mountains for a lifetime. Here we go. Okay. Hey, they're living. Feels winnable. Sometimes they just run out of hate, right? Well, that feels pretty good too, doesn't it? Let's do that. Let me dispute the blood token here. Might step there, loads up Rakdos control. I love it. All right, play the Vault. And we'll play a Very Expected Windfall. Discarding our Ghast. Getting all kinds of love here. Bloop, 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 bloop. What do we have here? Okay. Gaining 4. The Nightblade shows up. Sure. That'll survive through a Drown in Sorrow. Should I get one of these at least black here? My lazy clicking. I tend to like the white mana here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm still going to hang here. I really respect this deck. There's a lot of ways to kill our bats. I'd rather have 2 of them go to our bats, and then we can fountain back our dudes. That Nightblade's really got to live here, because the bats are good at killing the opponent, but we don't really gain anything. Whereas Nadier is the 1-in-1 sequence, so feels a lot better. Yikes. That's a lot of value. Might have to bargain our own bats. Bargain the bat. The bats bargain. be stuck with just lands. It's a good sign. Another USB charger goes to the graveyard. Chimpskey before the stream, it was pretty impressive. They know what they're doing, darn it. I was hoping for an ignorant opponent. Well, we've got 2 Nightblades in the yard. No, just one. Just the one. Well, I've got the bat back up here. Yeah, let's... Guess we take down this. We'll leave one back. I'm thinking we bargain the bat, and then we can trip the blood fountain to bring them both back. Just to stay alive here. This game 2. Keep this back out of respect. Might have a double Gal Blast coming our way, so we can... Glad that's a bargain and not a dispute at this stage of the game, for sure. Okay, we like seeing more lands. Scrapmark Mutt is still present. There it is. This suggests they have another creature. Probably an imp. Yep. We will block. 2 will get through. Blocking here as the scrapwork will do 2. Do I do it now? Nah, it could have double Gal Blast here. Could have a lot of things. One and one, you say? Well, we'll kill the other one then. Bargain this bat, gain 4. Ooh, I can bargain the other one now if I need to. That'll feel really good. It's only taking 1. So you got like some 2 damage trick here. What's going on? Oh, Kiba showing up. All right, that's a thing. Another Okiba. Okay, boy, that Drown in Sorrow is going to do a lot of work in about 3 turns. Okay, I think I'll sit on that other bargain. Yeah, let's do that. Big score. All right, let's do this, this, and this for the bargain. Bring back Nightblade and the bat. Nightblade. I love it when a plan comes together. 2 points if you know where that came from. Of course, with the age a little bit higher than I normally thought, a lot of you might actually get that. Nightblade showing up. Still a double token. We're at 6. Might have been able to keep open Reckner's bargain. Hannibal, there you go. Chimpskey's got it. Yeah, those treasure tokens are getting me awfully nervous. This is definitely probably going to find the kill here. Going to have to bargain that bat again if we can even survive here. It's a hard cast alms? No, why would they do that? Looting. Ooh, those treasure tokens are making me so... Oh, there it is. Oh, we lose. You called it. But we got game 3. Wish I had a sacrifice out of the blue effect. Like a Pyroblast, but for artifacts. Stay alive by like 1. Whoa! All right. I think our sideboard plan feels pretty good. We didn't have to show off our Drown in Sorrow. We're going to roll it back. We'll do a little superstitious shuffle here. Throw this over here. Put a bat between the Epicures. That's never lost. And here we go. Whoop. Rich. Yeah, Bloodfell Caves. Well, at least it's 1-1, not a LL like the last one. Yep. Oh boy. We don't need a bad hand against this list. Let me open these up here. Mulligan. Let me double check. Yep, mulligan. Keeping this. Feels pretty good. Boy, I hope they don't have artifact. We didn't see any artifact hate, so we'll keep this. Probably get rid of this for now. If they have a fast start, though, I'm really going to want to see that. I'm still going to get rid of it. Done. Let's go. Pretend that we've got a Galvanic Blast for their Swift Spear or whatever they have. That's a good point, Mind Stab Throw. Lean more on Nightblade, but... Okay. Fireweaver, it's been nice knowing you. I'm sure we won't see you back this time next turn. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we just get another artifact land and drop that Nightblade, and our stuff stays unmolested. But oh, that's what I was afraid of. I'd rather it red than black, especially with this hand. Okay, this is officially Pain Town. Where's our Carnarium? Keep us in it. Not after another smash. Ouch. My God. Next turn's going to be 4 mana to hopefully 1. I knew that was coming. These are the kind of hands you just know. I bet there's not a land for the next 6 draws. That's just how this happens. Yeah, not so much the life gain Rakdos land, but that Drossforge Bridge might have a place, especially with ramp and everything like that. All right, looks like we're going to be on defense detail. That thing is terrifying looking. If you saw that coming out of some scrapyard at you, I'd be like, whoa, boy, this game is over. That hits our Fireweaver. Yep, bye-bye. See if we draw land. I'm sure we won't. Don't mean to be negative Nancy over here, but you can just kind of feel the tempo of this sliding off the edge of a cliff here. Yep. All right, we're skipping this one. Concede. And it never lets us see the hands like it used to. It used to be able to draw like 80 cards here, and it doesn't let you do it anymore. All right. Winless, but we're having a lot of fun. Let's go here, and hopefully we don't run into Rakdos. Burn. This is getting very repetitive. Seriously, did anybody see some like article that was just posted, or like Rakdos is back, or not meaning this list? Because it's rare to run into 2 decks in a row, especially in the tournament practice room. But yeah, this is a really good call, Chimpskey. Really like this. Just because our 4th spot is taken up. There's go. Gadrafic. Okay, bit of a slow roll here, but we'll keep it. Be nice if we see like a stripped Riverwinder of turn 1, and we can Rotten Reunion it, and then get some tempo on our side. MoistMoose hasn't seen it at all. All right. Oh, hey, look, it's not a mountain. We might have a chance. Well, yeah, this list isn't MoistMoose's so much so. I mean, if he doesn't like it, I don't want him to have to take credit for it. This is my take on MoistMoose's list. All right. Should do like Rotten Reunion. It's a neat, well-designed card. Okay. Here a lot of heavy lifting with, oh boy, this is I wish we had something to get something in play here instead of having to like pitch a card, but oh well. I guess we'll pitch Rotten Reunion. Don't have much else choice. At least we can flash it back. There we go. All we're saying is give Bird a chance. I love those little skulls on the desert. Woo! Okay. Looking for a target for Rotten Reunion. Opponent's like, what is this? I'm giving away too much here. All right. This is interesting. We're definitely running into edicts here. How good would a Fireweaver be here? Because then we can flash back. Oh, we can't really flash back Reunion, can we? I mean, I guess I could Gal Blast them for 2 here. It seems like a bad play, but I'm going to. Our hand's a little flooded. Gonna do this. Gonna do this. That way, if we top deck, I mean, our bats aren't dead to an edict here. Yeah, very avant-garde play, but I got to do what I got to do. Hey, Wiki Bear's coming up. Next commercial break. Quadratic Hawk, I was thinking of you. It's like, it's been a while. All right, let's get our dudes out. Hopefully this bat survives till next turn. At least we can block. It's probably going to meet with the cast down. Like I said, I found 1 or 2 more Wiki Bears that I didn't have access to the first time I went searching, so they're not the best quality, but I've got my tricks and my EQs and stuff, so I'll have to work on that. Maybe they're looking for the cast down and they're sitting on an edict. It would feel kind of silly using that on a zombie token. I do believe Decayed, when it attacks, you do have to sacrifice it. Yeah, so it does. Oh, man, come on now. All right, well, we got another bat behind that. Back comes the bog, probably. Yeah, we haven't scared him too much with our life total here. That's a little too stylistic for a zombie. I guess you got to argue that they died with their clothes on. Some of these look like some Vidal Sassoon models or something. All right, let's bring out the Mirkwood Bats. I guess we'll just play the Carnarium here and get extra value. Bloop. Turn this. In case Fireweaver wants to bless us with its presence. And we'll sit back and do nothing because we know they've got edicts. Do they have a double edict? Probably. Now, these are the kind of matchups, just like the last one, where we do want to see 2 blood fountains. So I think I'll keep those numbers where they're at. It's always a good card to sideboard out if you're going up against like forests or something. But death happens in Magic, as we all know. Uh-oh. Here comes death on a stick. Ooh. Where's Pestilence? This is like an old school Pestilence list from like 2008. Got Rift Watcher showing up here. That's a trip. Down goes our bat. Maybe she died with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Knew somebody would get that. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's do a big score main here. Discarding a swamp. We'll worry about our artifact lands next game. Losing life, losing life. Do a big score again. No. Epicure here. Yeah. And sit back and do nothing. We can always Rector's bargain our own bat again. Rift Watcher hopefully won't have a way out of this. They have some sort of ephemerate effect. I might consider a dispute play. We don't have to worry about that now. Blood tokens sometimes clash with double big score hands like this, but ooh, we're within 1 of the same card race. And who's drawn more? Pauper, a question regarding your gig. How long does it typically take you to trim, say, 2 hours of video down to 10 minutes-ish? LTT a couple weeks ago, and their editing routine and such. I'm not the right person to ask Mindstab Thrall. It sounds very egocentric when I say this, but I've never met an editor faster than me, like by a lot. Had people that, okay, which one do I I guess I'll get rid of the token here. It sounds goofy, but I've had company of 3 or 4 other really fast editors, and I'm kind of a freak that way. And it really depends on the type of project too. I mean, if it's intense promo editing, that can be an entire like shift. If it's just, you know, cutting things down to the like a interview or something, minutes. Well, no, not a 2-hour one. Yeah, that would at least be at double time speed. I'd say worst case scenario, if it was like an interview or something, a little over an hour. I really wish I could change my skill set to something that makes a lot more money, like, you know, being a stockbroker or something, but that's the hand I was dealt and the gift I was given. Like I said, I'm just very insane at that. Yeah, graveyard's dying. I'm gonna keep that open for I want to keep our bat open for we know an Edict's coming flashback here, so I'll at least gain 4 life out of the deal. Do a point swing here. Okay, boop. I guess we'll drop the furnace here. Attack. Probably hold the rest of our lands for those blood tokens. Pestilence hasn't shown up yet. Oh, we're going to get back as an Epicure with that. I'll use the extent of these. I'm going to be drawing a lot of cards here. Let me do this again. Do this again, black. First I'm going to do this, using this for this. I said white. Come on now. Sacrifice this. Here comes some more goodies. Alrighty. Let's sacrifice this for black. Sacrifice the blood token or a land. Let's do a land here. Well, we can do this here. Sacrifice this for this. Draw a card. There's another one. Sacrifice this for this. Grabbing black. I guess we'll play this out. It's getting awfully fun, isn't it? Okay. Play it. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's on the stack. Darn it. All right, well, do we do that now? I guess we'll do this here. Bring this out. Pay 1. This turn's taking long enough, isn't it? Sacrifice this. Gain life. I'm Wakey Bear! Nadier's going to have some fun next turn. We'll play the Ghast. Hey. Oh, it's their turn. I was doing so much, I was like, what's going on here? Oh, well, at least we got Edict Insurance for next turn. Well, that was impressive. Good job, MoistMoose. Got to know how you got that name. I saw a few MoistMoose when I was in Wyoming last month or so. Got within about 15 feet of one on accident. That was pretty scary. Sentinel showing up. All right. Let's see. I think we just do the thing. Let's rock here with the Nightblade. Let's rock here with this. Let's bargain away this. Make a token. Oh, I probably should have waited for that other edict. That was a mistake. Unless I draw a Galvanic Blast or something. Yeah, it was yeah, I guess I can just eat it away with Reknar's Bargain again. Well, we had to do something, Rodork, just given that the edict was on the stack, so the flood is real, I know. Screwed then flood. Reminds me of a song I heard once. Limbus showing up, okay. 2, 4, 5, 6. They don't respect the edict move here. We can at least grab Monarch. There you go, Quadraticock. Definitely a fan of the show. I love you, my friend. You know all the insides. Okay, here we go. We'll get him to 4 with this little shenanigans. Boop. Hopefully we don't see a bog here because that's kind of our game plan here. We'll grab this. Gain 3 life. Draw some cards. Deck's working pretty good. Limbus getting scared. Oh yeah. Hey, got Blast. That'll feel pretty good. That might win out of the blue. Just a little dink right to the head. Let's remember they've gained 4 life. Well, a little bit more than that, right? We've seen multiple Scour Barons. Mortuary Mire bringing back the Rift Watcher. Oh no. Are they in it? Can they win it? If we top deck like a Nadier or something, actually that's not all that great. Never mind. Boy, I need a retrace card badly. Ooh, that feels pretty good. Bring out Whispers. Bring out Nightblade. Trip this. Choose up to 2. Well, we could get the Epicure out. But then we couldn't trip it because I've already used the token. So I'll get back Nadier and the Bat. We'll do some stuff next turn. I promise. Till then, I'm Wiki Bear. Hey, Raven's Grab. Have played a land, right? Okay. All right. Well, they might be forced to edict there in 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, and then unless they hit a land drop, which they're very likely to do. Hand full of 7. We got all kinds of love in our hand. Triple edict in the yard. This is good. This is fine. Let me double check. Yep, can't do nothing here. We lose it. It'll be back. In all new adventures. I just need some sort of sac. Oh man, they got the basic. There it is. Blop. Okay. That gets him to 9. This gets him to 5. Can I just draw another Galvanic Blast? That'd be kind of nice if the MTG universe would let me do that. Bum, 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 mulligan 2. I've got another puzzle for you. Woo! Can we sacrifice anything? This is a problem. I can't sacrifice anything. What a strange predicament. Token. Whenever you create or sacrifice a token. Oh, If they make us sacrifice, this says a token. I thought it said creature or token. I'm in a pickle ball. A token. Yeah, down tokens. Do I just take 6 and wait? I think I do. I think I do. Oh, how I wish I had Rotten Reunion in my yard. Note to self, Rotten Reunion in this matchup. Yeah, and the Edicts. Oh, this is Pestilence. I just haven't seen Pestilence hit. No, I guess there's no reason to. Kills the majority of their creatures too. Alright, hopefully we keep them sleeping and there's no Lembas that shows up. We can EOT double blast and hope we get some sort of synergy with the sacrificial effects. You can keep your Monarch. Alright. We might have another turn after this. Probably not. Oh, darn it. Really hate this play. I've got to kill that thing. Wish I could do this to the face, but I got to kill that while we can. They gain 2 anyway. It's dead, Jim. Darn it. Instead of getting them the 1, they're going to be at 7. This is really frustrating. We'll just draw the next blast. We'll rock into a big score and then just take them out. They're probably sitting on a cast down at this point. We've seen 2. Mortuary Myers. Keeping a minute. This is game 1. Man, it's going long. I'm 6 minutes down. This is ridiculous. I got to stop talking so much. That gets him to 14. This is really getting away from us quickly here. Good on our opponent. We had him at 1 life. That would be at like 16 next turn. Next that, even more. 18. Why not? The power of Pestilence. We need to draw a 5th and 6th blast out of 1 card. Big score! Alright. I've only got 13 minutes. Let's go to the next game instead of showing them our goods. I like the Blood Fountain in this matchup for very obvious reasons. Do believe we're going to keep Rotten Reunion. Feels like I want another one in the sideboard over these spell bombs, but we'll take what we can get. Bring these in. And we can sacrifice the spell bomb, so that'll help our synergy there. Let's lose here. I got to be wary of Edict effects, so I don't want to lose too many creatures here. Really like Blast here. Ay. Lose 1 statue. This is hurting. Lose 1 fountain. Maybe 1 Edict. Let's try that. Boop. Can't trim our creatures too much with all those edicts and such. Plus, we're going to have to fight dust to dust. So let's keep that in mind when we look at our openers. They could pick on the prize statue and our tokens all they want. It'd be really nice to be able to keep a lot more basics out, and hopefully our Carnarium show up. So. Had a few shows like this recently where I really like the list, but we don't have that great of an outing with it, but it's still a hell of a lot of fun. So thanks for sticking with me, watching me lick my wounds. Do 1 more break after this and then finish it up with the last round. We will play first. Open up these yards, sucker. Oh boy. More mulligan that. Not much of a choice. All red all the time. We'll keep it. Woo! I'm going to throw back the mountain. I don't want to run into more hate. Let's go. We got a nice little baldy aggro going on here. I know we got double Gal Blast. It's just, you know they're bringing in dust to dust. So I will patiently wait for those Gal Blasts to be turned on by tokens, not lands. Thank you for that, Mtmentat. We're always happy to have you, my friend. Got you starring in your little role last week with the top of the show there. I'm trying to do this thing where, you know, to encourage people to chime in with more comments on YouTube and stuff. So if you saw at the very top of the show, every few weeks I'll do some screen grabs of just, you know, a lot of times it's just, you know, true propaganda for PauperRBust, but just to kind of showcase other people and put them at the top of the show with our little comments of the week. Nothing new. We used to do them one-on-one, but now I'm trying to kind of grab a thing to just make people feel a little bit more part of the show. I like that. Hey, oh, there we go. Boom. We need that for black badly, so we're just going to sit back. 11 minutes to win twice, when it took me 14 to lose once. Thanks for sending in that picture. Yeah, for those of you who've gotten your play mats out there, got a nice compliment last night on one of mine. Make sure to have somebody take a picture of your mug or do something adventurous like Mtmentat did. Go to the top of a mountain and rage out with Pauper love. Send us the picture, paupergan@gmail.com, and we'll get your name in lights, even if it's only in front of a few people. Skrynski Prowler, one blue. Yeah, I drafted 2 of those last night, and I didn't play either of them, if that says anything about it. I wasn't too impressed. It's one of those, left completely unmolested. Yeah, I can get out of control, but that's true of so many cards. So many, I say. Well, let's sit back on that Deadly Dispute. We might have to use it. Do we use it now? I think we might want to use that now. Tempo's slipping away here. We're fighting for mana. Let's do this to this. Blow this up. Still get 2 tokens out of the deal. Hopefully we hit a land drop. Carnarium, please. It's all right. We'll play it. Okay, if Guardian shows up here, we can at least Gal Blast the Inspector and then be able to take it out. Unless you can protect it, go Azorius with like a Benevolent Blessing sort of suite, but then it's still 1 edict away from all that investment just going downside. I really like not caring about creatures, so I like black sack strategies so much. Let me just gain in life here. Okay. Got to keep that guy around for edicts. Reunion showing up. All right, that's pretty cool. Man, oh man. Feel very stultified here. Want a big score, want to do a lot of things. Just can't do much of anything. Let's attack here. We'll blast now. I did see Skyfisher. I don't want that recurring life gain showing up here. We'll start swinging for trades here, and then maybe if they've got some graveyard shenanigans, we can at least get Rotten Reunion in play. We might go winless today, I'm not going to lie. Been running up against a lot of removal heavy decks. That's nothing new. Should almost always expect that. These are the kind of game, like had I chose Black Sack today, it would probably be 3-0, or whatever it is, 4-0. My goodness, yeah, if we lose this one, we'll be 0-4. Still a lot of fun. I'm digging it. I'm going to respect this life here. I'm just going to take this out now. I'm going to reunion now. So many Chainer's Edict effects. I just want to really make that not worthwhile. We'll bring out a fountain. And I guess we could big score, lose both of our dudes. I'm going to do it for tempo here, guys. No, I'm not. We got an Edict in our hand. What am I thinking? Wait till we get another land here. Let's go. For sure, MoistMoose. I was doing very well with it until I started streaming. A lot of fun. It's good when you even have a great time when you're losing. We need lands. We need fodder. We just need more turns. What do we have here? Dust to dust. Okay, I can't do too much about that. All right. Getting very close. I think I will big score here. I know an Edict kind of ruins our day, but we really need to find some deadly disputes to just start turning on our abilities here. Because if I draw a land, I'm not going to want to pitch the big score. So I'm going to cut our losses here, and technically we don't lose Edict. I mean, it's pretty much a dead card now. It's pretty rare that we're going to get to 7 and it'll be relevant without a bog showing up between now and then, but we shall do it. Okay, that's pretty much what we wanted. All right, here's this. Do I blast? I don't think we do. God, I think we just sit back and do nothing again. This is just patient city here. This is not something I'm good at. Okay. Good free UFC event on tonight. Cyril Gagne out in Paris. Might have already happened the way the clock works there, so don't tell me anything or the chat if you know who won already. Looks like a really good card. I thought it was almost a pay-per-view because Rose Namajunas is one of my favorite fighters, and she's the co-main event. There's something so magical about both Conor McGregor and Sugar Sean O'Malley with their just ability to kind of will themselves into like greatness. They really remind me of each other. Gain 2 life. All right. Hi. There's that. There's no bog to get back. I'm going to respect this card. Let's get rid of it. You know, at this stage, I might trip this bomb just to draw a card. Did they forget that the zombie can't block? It does happen with a lot of people. We're going to go for it here. I will play black. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't need one of these lands. Actually, what am I doing? It's a blood token. There we go. Cool. I like seeing that. Okay, Nightblade in the house. I guess I'll do this. Drop the Nightblade. Let's see. I want to have this extra land here. So I can trip blood token. I don't want to, but then I can also Rotten Reunion away something. Probably of our own, right? Don't want to see a cast down, but they probably got it by now. They're halfway through the list. I can't be bitter about that. Okay, well, at least we can get rid of that out of the yard if we need to. There it is. Frustrating. Yeah, I'm kind of already of the opinion I'm going to lose this one. We'll do that. I'm going to pitch our friend Carnarium here. I didn't want to have to do this, but desperate times, right? We'll do this. Discard a card. Trying to get some value out of this. Get our life in a respectable chain up. You know, one of those cards that, what is it, where they, you know, if it would die this turn sort of cards, that might be kind of cool. It's a little reckless. I don't think I need a decay token that bad. I see something going to their yard like an Edict. I can at least grab it. Plus, I think they're under the impression that we can block with this zombie. Did they finally read it? Nope. Yeah, quit giving me a hard time. One of us is streaming and trying to entertain people. Yeah, that is a lot of difference. Way too much time thinking. Looks like we're going to be 0-4 at the beginning of the fifth and final round. Not what we need. We'll bring it out anyway. I think we'll trip it anyway, just for tempo's sake. Hiya! Get out of here, sucker. Woo! Yes. Please give me something good. That's pretty good. I'm not too worried about that. All right. Skyfish are going to start chewing up some stuff. Come on. Another blood fountain. I know I took out one. Limbus. We're no threat of killing them anytime soon. I hope they just have 3 dust-to-dusts in their hand. Have fun staring at that one vault unless you want to take out your own Limbus. Can hope for overboarding. Yo! Alright. Let's do... I guess we'll lean on this in case we get a Galblast for that Skyfisher. Get rid of the Ghast. Bloop. Here we go. Haven't seen any discard, so I don't mind doing this main. That's awkward. I'll play this out in case they want to bait, you know, we're not going to gain any life off of it, but if they do have a dust-to-dust here, maybe they'll be really... Because it doesn't really hurt us at this point if they grab our Vault and Furnace. At least we could draw 2 cards out of the deal. Okay. We got it win twice in 4 minutes. Opponent's at over 20. We'll play it out. I told my friend, I'll be done around 11. It's like, whoops, these are going a little long. But the good news is, Wiki Bear's up next for our little commercial break. And hopefully we can come back and not be winless. It does happen sometimes. There we go. Pretty sure that's the majority of their hand at this stage of the game. We'll do this and just kill this instead. Draw 2 cards. Bloop. Let's see. Do we still have... No, we don't. I was going to double check to see if we still had... we do not. Metalcraft. Okay. I think it's time to close up shop here. Maybe we can try to... Let's try to at least come back here. Maybe they just have a bunch of dust-to-dusts. I've already seen 2. We'll pretend that they had babies. Well, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big score. Again, I haven't seen any EOT stuff, so... sure. Let's turn off the Skyfisher. Bloop. Somebody's got to tell this Batterskull Quadratic. They could have probably had us to about 8 by now with the Theremin Inspector. Inspectors! It's always a terrifying scene in the movie 7 when he's like, Inspector! We'll keep the ruse going here. We'll trade with your Inspector. All right, all right. Let's do this to this. Do this. Gain no life. Hey, finally some part of our deck showed up, right? They've been Inspector Gadget. Oh, and we can't use our Rotten Reunion. Oh, they got that out of the deal, didn't they? Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. Hi-ya-ya-ya. Let's drop the Weaver. Weaver Deceiver. I guess we'll just grab our own token here. See what we get. Give us something. That ain't enough. Not too bad, though. Seen worse. Double Fireweaver. God, I wish I had another land. And that was another dispute. Oh, well. Most of the edicts are gone. The evil is gone from here. Whoosh. Boop. Then boss showing up. Just gotta see what we draw next. We take at least one here. Is this cast down? Nope. Limbas. Just hemorrhaging minutes here. Oh, where's our extra mana for our reunion? 2, 4, 5. At least they can't bring it back. Wow, where's their bog at? Surprisingly good against us at this stage of the game. I know we pitched our Rakdos Carnarium. That might have been a mistake. Tempo-wise, maybe not. Who knows? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring out the bat. Yep. Cast back the reunion. Taking out the edict here. Whoop. This is when I attack, right? Always yield. 2, 4, 6, 7. Hey, we can bring back an edict pretty soon. That'll be a good time. At least we got blockers. Let's see a cast down EOT probably. That'll spell the end for us for sure. Scry. Oh, that's so backbreaking when you can get to this stage of the game and start tripping the canvas every turn. I know, Quadratic Alcohol chomping at the bit. Here comes Wiggy Bear. Yep. Less than 2 minutes away, I promise. I'm having a good time. I'm not lying about that, but between the minutes we're hemorrhaging and the losses, this is I'm just going to write the L already. Hopefully we can come back with a new bladder, a new coffee, and play something we can just have a really good hand against and showcase the power of the list, because I'm not representing it very well right now. Of course, neither are the matchups, so it's not all on me. There it is. All right. Oh, for sure, yeah. This is one of those. Oh, goodness. All right, it's Wiki Bear time. That's enough of that. We'll be right back in just a few. Enjoy one of our characters as you see the emote from Quadratic Hawk that's available to the subscribers, I just learned. Back in a sec.
I can answer any question you have. I'm Wiki Bear.
All right, here's a question some kids might ask. What is the largest brass instrument?
Checking now. Got it. The largest brass instrument is the tuba, invented in 1835. Yay!
That's right, the tuba is the largest brass instrument. That's cool.
Speaking of big horns, did you know that at the Battle of Little Bighorn, George Custer, the general, and his troops were horribly massacred by Native American warriors and left to rot on the blood-soaked battlefield? I'm Wiki Bear!
It's true, Wiki Bear. I don't think kids want to know about that level of detail about Custer, you know?
Many of the troops were scalped or mutilated so their souls would walk the earth and never go to heaven. Yay!
Okay.
It was brutal.
Okay, great. Let's change the subject to something more kid-friendly. Who played the character Sloth in the popular 1985 kids movie The Goonies?
Sloth was played by NFL player John Matuzak, whose co-stars included Martha Plimpton and Josh Brolin.
That is correct. That was quite a cast. Yeah.
Speaking of impressive casts, notorious serial killer Ted Bundy often used a fake cast on his arm to lure victims into his car. He sure had a talent for murder, yay!
He'd wear a cast on his arm, I guess, to lure people, make him look weak or something.
Right,
Yeah.
and he escaped from prison before getting the chair and blamed his killings on pornography. Clever to the end, hooray!
You know what?
What a charming fellow.
No. Awful fellow. And
It's the liquor of ages, the tonic of conquerors. Find your spark. Gin and tonic. making men into giants since 1857.
And we're back. Okay. Let's stop hemorrhaging losses and time. And hopefully we can close out this with something called a W, which we haven't seen many of. But we're having a lot of good times. Good hand. A little slow. I can keep things off of us here, at least with the Galvanic Blast. Need some synergy here, something prize statue top deck, that sort of thing. That would be quite a talent if he was pulling that off in Chimpskey. All right. Some sort of Boros variant. All right, we'll lead off with an Epicure. At least we've got a target if we want to grab one of the tokens for a little bit of speed up with Deadly Dispute. Not the best play, not the worst. But the tempo play for sure. Oh, this feels like a all that glitters sort of something or other. Very common sight these days. I'll lead off with the mountain here and we'll bring Fireweaver into the mix. Probably won't survive, but we can always dream. Drop the vault, get an extra point. And it's dead. Seriously, between the Nadier's Nightblade and Reckless Fireweaver, I was very close to considering an unearthed package. I mean, you can always cycle it. It's that tempo. The creatures do cost quite a bit to get out, and just paying 1 for it and then having the backup to set the resources down. It's interesting. Might not be correct, but... Okay. I think I'd rather face Rakdos Burn instead of Jeskai Ephemerate, if that's what this is and it looks to be. Sometimes it's just not your day. Yeah, it's the islands that are bugging me, MoistMoose. Given the quality of our hand here, I think we're just going to Deadly Dispute our blood token away. Unless our Epicure meets with an N, but that'd be kind of a... Well, I've already seen 2 islands, so 3 islands. Are we going to be walking right into a Spell Pierce here? I think we'll chance it. Okay. Alrighty. Guess we'll drop the swamp here. Let's keep pecking away with our Epicure here. It'd be nice if our big creatures would show up. I think we'll bargain that token again just for tempo's sake. We're not doing too much here. We're not representing much threat. So we could get him to 8 real quick if we wanted to. Drop that other furnace and go for the race. At least we're not down on time too much, only 10 seconds. Yeah, Wildfire reminds me of the old Kaibu decks. The red artifact dragon list that he made his debut with. Good times. I'm going to keep it artifact central. I'll throw this out. Crunch. Find something, please. Even a counter spell. Okay. I'm wiggy there. Pretty sure this is just Jeskai Ephemerate. They've got all the fixins for it, so. Yeah. I guess we'll keep up appearances. Maybe it's just all counters all the time, and our Epicure will get in for like 9, and the Galvanic Blast will finish them off. Who knows? Those wiki bears go on for like 3 or 4 minutes. I often don't get to the end of them. I try to catch it right at a good point, but missed a little bit on that one. I should take the back ends of them and turn them into new wiki bears because I rarely get that long into a bathroom break to show them off. But I was watching some of the oldest propagandas a while back, and I was like, my God, I would roll like to 4 or 5 minute clips. I'm like, that's a little too long. Try to keep them in about 1 or 2 minutes. Usually can get coffee refill and empty the bladder in enough time. All right. Well, hey, look at that. Epicure did 5 damage. Well, 6. Well, no, 5. They haven't gained any life, right? Nope. Okay. Not worried about edict effects, so I'm actually going to bargain here just for tempo. Need something. They have yet another counter spell. They do. Just gonna try again. I'm gonna feel really bad if this hits Spell Pierce, but gamble I'm willing to take. Cool. I get some cards out of the deal. Now it's our turn. Bargain again. Okay. We'll play this out before we drop the land. Get an extra damage in here. There we go. Bloop. 1/3 on 1/3 action. What do we got? Okay, we got answers for that. I'll at least gain 2 life here. They didn't have Spell Pierce before. They probably won't have it now. Ephemerate. Oh, man. God, I wish I had that artifact right now. Dispel. Yeah. Darn it. Gotta let that go. Triple Galvanic Blast. That feels pretty good. I can get there. Got him at 2 life. These things keep up. They put Dispel in their hand, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. The only reason we have 12 damage in our hands is because we've been sacrificing our stuff to just keep drawing cards throughout this counterspell battle here. At this stage, I'm not quite sure if Galvanic Blast or Reknar's Bargain is the one I want to have show up. Do I have him blow it up now, though? Boros might be a good matchup, but I'm pretty sure this guy is not. I'm going to have to just try to break this lockup with this spell on the stack and Ephemerate in hand. Ardent's always the better way to go, Mind Step Throw. Okay, Blood Fountain. Pretty decent draw. Will get us to Gal Blast math. I can always bargain it. It's frustrating. I'm gonna have to use 4 damage spell on that thing because we cannot let that Ephemerate go unchecked. We're going to have to burn through a Gal Blast here. I think the Reknar's Bargain's worth more, though. I could consider a Reknar's Bargain now on the Blood token, pull out the Dispel. But then you run the risk if they don't Ephemerate EOT, then it's kind of a dead draw. So, hey, we just pass here. Got to wait on Bats a turn just out of respect for... Otherwise, they're just going to have a counterspell lock on us. Achievement unlocked. Metalcraft. Have some big sound effects. All right, we'll bite. Kill that. It gets dispelled. We have to spend another spell on it. Yep. Double dispel. That's scary. Seen a lot of counter magic out of this guy, so I'm just going to do that now. Lost my pen. Pen overboard. Even my pen doesn't believe in me today. Oh boy. More of the same. Here we go. We need graveyard help badly. Well, we knew they had Dispel. Kind of had to bait that. Didn't know they had double Dispel. So, and then an Archaeomancer behind it. It's getting grim. Targeting. Counterspell, of course. Well, we can use our Gal Blast as a little misdirection. Not even sure our Mirkwood Bats can live through something here. The Ghast shows up. Okay. Bring out the bats. Do have Counterspell in hand. Ephemerate on the stack. Kill the combo here. Do have Blood Fountain. Bring this here. Start holding on to lands from now on for big scores ability. Do we have enough creatures? We got a Reckless Fireweaver and a Mirkwood Bats. Hopefully big score can reset there, and this only finds them nothing. Oh, we don't have to worry about Destroy Evil. What's the rest of that card? It's 4 or greater and enchantment. Dead draw. Yeah, these Jeskai Ephemerate lists are no joke. Why they didn't attack there? Well, okay. I guess we just power this out. I'll keep up our guys of... At least we'll get the Blood Fountain credit if that goes down. Don't want to wait too long on big score, given what we've seen. Dispel and Counterspell main. So just got Ephemerate. Ah, man. Crap keeps hitting the fan. It just seems every other card just keeps doing the same thing. The redundancy of these lists after about turn 6 is just obscene. Reason I stopped playing a lot of competitive, I just got tired of Tron doing this with Denrova Horror, and you just have to, it's just kind of like with Affinity right now, you just have to have like 5 cards dedicated in your sideboard, and even then you've got to draw them. Sometimes it's still not enough. Actually, let me double check what they grabbed, because I see both counterspells in the yard there. Ephemerate, duh. Not sure why I even looked. It's pretty obvious, right? All right, we'll bring this out. I'll trip the Blood Fountain at the end of turn. I'll attack here. Yeah, we'll definitely be bringing in our full plethora of graveyard heat, for sure. like that. Or we could just do double Fireweaver. But I think I'd rather go with the bat plan here. Keep feeling like we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's could be one more Galvanic Blast in our hand, so we'll keep the ruse up. I'll grab a bat and a Fireweaver. We can play both of them. That's interesting. Let me do this. Okay. I'm liking this plan. Deadly Dispute now. No. Let's do this. So definitely get countered. Or not. I guess we'll make a token. Oh yeah, this thing happens. Remember that? We can't. We can only do the one. He's doing it before combat. All right, I don't mind this too much because we can double Fireweaver here because those are the two we care least about. Do I big score here? Yeah, let me big score. No. Shoot. Could have done a lot of things. I'm trying to read and do all kinds of stuff here. I think we let that go. Play a Fireweaver. Let's play the bat now. Let's play another Fireweaver. If a big score does land. And Ephemerite's just going to get back one of them. At least we keep him off of the counter lock and afraid of our dudes. That card's disgusting. Go get back the best spell. Then do it again next turn. Then do it again. Then do it again. Moldrifter shows up. All right. Here we go. Let's he getting back this time? The lightning bolt. Sure wish I had a deadly dispute here. A mole drifty bear. Bye bye. Even a basic would be good here. If our back can survive. Yo. It's just gonna keep getting that back. I'll try a big score here. Discard this. Not what I wanted to see. Two, three, four. Big score again. I guess we get rid of this. That. Oh god, I always had another. Okay, we're gonna lose the Fireweaver. Nothing's in our yard. Why can't we have our one rotten reunion be here by now? We're more than halfway through our list. Come on, not too much to ask. Bye bye Fireweaver. Of course, now we can maybe play bats into a big score and win out of the blue. Probably not. Ephemerate. Hopefully they grab Lightning Bolt here. Who knows? By now they probably have just natural between the Mole Drifter and all this card advantage. Yeah, I guess I could big score EOT to just hurt him a little bit more. Probably better to wait for the bats though. Guess no, they wouldn't have prismatic with this sort of scenario, would they? I think I'll big score right now. We don't really get much off of these. We get two more back. I want to do that. I'm not going to let it go. Lightning Bolt. Nope, not a League TV logo. Just experimenting with a version of MoistMoose's Rakdos Tokens list here, or whatever you want to call it. And a very bad day, but having a lot of fun. It's a very hard deck to stream with because I'm trying to commentate and then there's all these decision trees to keep up with. Okay, I really like this play. We might be able to sneak this one through. Of course, the price, we've already seen one dispel. Really feels like they've got that behind for another. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Bring out the bat. Let's see. Red here. To this. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. Gosh darn it. I needed that for the you-know-what. Shoot. Ah! Terrible. Oh, that sucks. I should have just kept that back and big scored there. Probably had to win. That's 3. Might still be able to pull this off. Let's Let's attack. Yeah, this is a punt. You're right, MoistMoose. I could crack the blood token and maybe find something. I think that's our only out. You go to 4. Okay. Yeah, that was a big punt. Let's do this to this. Discard a card. Hate to do this with big score, but it's dead in our hand thanks to me. Okay. Looks like we still might get there. Treasure token. Big score. Woo! How to play through a punt. Thank you, blood token. That was game 1. No graveyard help. And we got there. All right. I didn't expect that either. Woo! We need a lot of cards here. I'm going to kind of go in deep. Drowned Sorrow is interesting. All of their graveyard recursion and a Mole Drifter. I just think we might be overboarding at that point. Get rid of an Epicure. I really like that Blood Fountain there. This is tough. I guess we get rid of a bargain or 2. 1 statue. Probably the other Epicure. What? I want to keep our quality up. That's what we get for bringing in so many sideboard cards, but I think we're going to need them all. I don't think I'm overboarding here. A lot of counter magic, so I think all the blasts need to come up. Yeah, I would love that Mind Stab throw off Apostle's Blessing, or Benevolent Bodyguard for that matter. Just said any creature. That'd be so burly. I would disagree, Chimpskey. If you play him right at the end of the turn, it kind of forces them to use their counter magic right then and there. I love that those are instants. All right, hopefully we can pull this off. Good grief, coming up on 3 hours. Oh boy. Mulligan here. That feels like a victory to me, just being able to beat that list once, especially game 1. It's almost like we were playing around Dispel, right, with that play. It's like, I didn't punt. I meant to do this. Double no land. It's one critique I've had on this. I haven't messed with the lands on this list at all, and it does seem to struggle sometimes, as we see here. I mean, we're already 3 cards down. This is sad. All right. Obviously not there. Get rid of a dispute. I guess we get rid of this. Done. Frustrating. Dispel. Opponent got a little greedy with his little overkill card with the Murmuring Mystic there. Okay, unfortunately, their Dust to Dust is going to be very valid here. Probably nixing our Vault and Spellbomb, but we'll see what we can do. I know, Shuffler, this is... Had a hard enough day. I don't need the Shuffler against me with a triple mulligan. Happens. Okay. Do I have any way to bring that back? Might as well be in exile, right? Sure. See ya. And there we go. Price statue showing up. Yeah, I've messed with Stave Off a few times. Just never seem to have that white mana open when it comes down, right? I know I picked Cast in a Fire when we first spoiled the Lord of the Rings set, but I had no idea it was going to have this much of an impact. If you're playing red, that seems to always be in the list. I don't disagree. Does a very flexible card. It's like the red, what's that? Dawnbringer Cleric. And just like that, they have twice the mana. Oh, I know, MoistMoose. I had the same problem when I was doing that because I'm like, well, treasure tokens are your mana base, and it's just kind of frustrating when that goes down. We've got an opening here. I'm going to take it. I'm going to dispute now for value. I've seen Dispel main, so I'm really... Okay, we got this to that, that to this. Don't really have much of an answer. I do want to play this now, though. It will probably be dead. Yeah. Tempted to bring out both of them. I'll just bring out the one. Sure, this is going to be met with something, some nastiness. So we'll keep Metalcraft this way, at least for the time being, until that other white shows up. I'm sure they're digging for a dust to dust here. Probably grab both vaults and really send us to the pain room. If we are going to lose this match, if it starts going south really quick, I hope it happens in the next 2 minutes so that I can at least have 7 minutes for game 3. Interesting, MoistMoose. Okay. I felt like I was being a little reckless if I did that, given we don't have any more red sources after that. Okay, there's that. I guess they did see Blood Fountain, so what can you do? I don't want that being brought back. So I guess we 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll blow this up now because I just don't want to ephemerate action starting to chew up everything or gaining life. And this will probably be losing a vault soon. Let's bring out this and get really naked. Hellbent against an opponent that's going to be able to draw lots of cards. So see you next week, Mind Stab Throw. Good to have you with us. Man, going on 3 hours now. Sorry, everybody. I know a lot of you like these long shows. I don't. I like them about 2.5. Feel bad. My buddy's in the other room waiting to hang out with them, but we got all day and all day tomorrow and then the next. So good times. I should have played Burn. We'd already be having lunch. Now watch, we'll draw all our Pyroblasts with no red source. Boy, we really need red. I still hold by that. I just did not like Pilferter. Or Pilferter, I forget how to say it. Couldn't cast it at the moment. I ain't going to be flashing it back for 4. Does it give you only the 1? This felt incredibly underwhelming to me. Played about 3 games with it, and I'm like, that's got to go. Okay, not helpful. I'm just waiting for them to draw a better card, and then it's time to go to the game 3 really quickly here, unless we just, I don't know, maybe like a Deadly Dispute, and we draw into lands, or like a Rakdos Carnarium. Yeah, I'm just going to ship this back. We got 8 minutes to win game 3. Let's go. I sure wouldn't wanted the goblin there, MoistMoose. Okay, I think we have what we need, really. Just need the lands to not triple mulligan on us here. That was a very cruel opener. Oh, I know how it works. That scenario just seemed like kind of a win more to me. Good grief. Wow. Another double mulligan. Mulligan. We will keep. We'll get rid of half of our hand. We'll lose this. We're going to keep the dispute. Guess we get rid of a whisper here. Okay. You maybe want to favor but draw another land. If we don't hit a third, I'm going to feel like that missing a Nightblade there was a bad play, but okay. Land revealed. Be nice if our opponent had a mulligan that many times. Another Nightblade. At least we've got some defense. At this stage, I'm almost tempted to just dispute our Spellbomb here. Get back a little bit of our tempo. Come on, let's just hit a land here. Come on, ponder. I'm going to take this opening now. I really want to course correct here if we don't hit a land. Nope. Can't even do that. I sure think it's the move now. We're doing a nothing. It'd be 2 turns from nothing. Probably statue, at least get us another treasure. God, I'm so glad they don't have a white source yet. Yikes. I quadruple down on the dispute move now. My goodness. Our deck is being incredibly cruel to us. Double, triple mulligans, back-to-back games, and now we're playing a very aggressive deadly dispute play, and we run into absolutely nothing again. I don't think MTG wants me to play this list. I like playing it. Hats off to MoistMoose. It's a pretty good build. Don't let today's outing fool you. He'll admit, too, we ran into a buzzsaw of double Rakdos burn, which set us in the wrong direction, and Pestilence isn't all that much better, all that life gain. It's 3 out of 5 that are pretty biased. Very happy we won the last game. Looks like, are they sitting on a counterspell here? All right. I guess we can bring out Nightblade with backup. Might eat something here. Nightblade. At least it won't get hydroblasted. Keep this dream alive. They're waiting for their little mana fixer. What is that spell? The forget what it's called. Wildfire or something or other. Yep. All that for that. Down goes our land. Starting to think this deck needs about 2 or 3 of the indestructible ones. Of course, list. Why not? Only drawn 2 lands and disputed. I'm getting bitter. This is when Shroud says, "Shuffler, please." Again, for about the 3rd time today. Probably sitting back on counter magic by now. As our time dwindles away. Can I get like a Carnarium here? Nope. Another card I can't play. Heck, even a little zombie man. So unwinnable. I don't even know why I'm still playing. 6 mana to 1. Probably got multiple counter spells. We're in top deck mode here. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop the bleeding here. I'm getting bitter. I don't want to play bitter. Deck was MTGO was very against us there, but yeah. Anyway, we will do better next week. We have to. We only have about one of those games a year where we go all out with LLL all over the place. Started fun. Very glad we won the one against that, but whew, yeah, it's a Needs a little bit of work, definitely. I think the mana base, maybe some protection, maybe some indestructibility. I'll probably end up cutting these for maybe there's a mountain and a swamp and both Epicures for a full suite of the indestructibles, so that we, at least when we're locked up, we're 1 mana away from getting back into the game. Those are just my parting thoughts. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go hang out with my buddy. We'll see you same time, same place next week on Propaganda. Adios.